Welcome back to Grand Adventure. I'm your host, Mark Guido, and this week we're going to try something completely new. We're going to bring you news from throughout the RV world, including who's out there camping and how they're doing it, RV events, RV industry news, national park news, and much more about RV camping in April of 2026. So stay tuned. It could be busy out there this camping season. According to the RV Industries of America, some 35 million RVers plan to hit the road this spring. That represents a 23% increase over spring of 2025. And looking beyond spring, the RVIA estimates that some 74 million RVers will go RV camping this season. Other interesting results from the annual survey indicate that 51% of RVers hitting the road this spring will do so with their pets. Planned activities include hiking, backpacking, and biking, with many using their RV as a base camp for outdoor exploration. It should be noted, however, that the survey was conducted before the current worldwide surge in fuel prices, which we'll examine in more detail a little bit later in this video. A separate survey conducted by The Dirt found that 4 out of 5 RV campers camp more in retirement, if already retired, and plan to camp more when they do retire. When considering that 6.2% of campers are age 65 and over, that represents at least 4 million RV campers camping more often. Surveyors also found that among campers aged 34 and under, only 21% took an adventure in an RV in 2025. However, by the time they reach the 55 to 64 age group, that number climbs all the way up to 55%. Interestingly, they also found that the desire for glamping actually decreases with age. But RV demographics are shifting. According to the RVIA's 2025 annual report, the median age of an RV owner is now down to 49. This points to potential industry growth from younger buyers. The report also notes that Gen Z and millennials show the highest purchase consideration for 2026, which could influence everything from floor plans and pricing strategies to how dealers and manufacturers market new units. Meanwhile, while more RVers are planning to camp more often, fewer are starting down the road in new rigs. According to the RVIA, new RV shipments in February were down 11% over February from a year earlier. Breaking it down by RV type, towable RVs led by travel trailers finished the month down 15%, while motorhomes and park models both bucked the trend, finishing the month up 22% and 20.1% respectively. Their numbers are dwarfed, however, by the number of towable RVs produced. And with fewer new RVs leaving factories, retail sales are down too. According to Statistical Surveys Inc., a group that gathers data and insights for the RV industry, retail sales in January were off 14.5% year over year. Class A, B, and C motorhomes and towable travel trailers and fifth wheels all underperformed the market, with the biggest decreases coming in the sales of Class A motorhomes. Sales of used RVs posted a modest increase of 1.29%. Pricing may be affecting purchasing decisions, and there are signs that further increase in costs may have a further impact on sales. A U.S. presidential proclamation modifying tariffs on copper, steel, and aluminum are set to take place this month, potentially increasing costs for materials and components for RV manufacturers. The RVIA says that articles made substantially of steel, copper, or aluminum are now subject to a flat tariff on their full value, rather than the previous tariff treatment based on their percentage of metal content. The report states that articles made entirely or almost entirely of steel, aluminum, and copper now face a flat 50% tariff on their full value. Examples include steel coil and aluminum sheeting, materials widely used in the construction of RV components, including chassis, frames, and exterior structures. New RVs will soon be coming with a new important safety feature. The RVIA's board of directors last month approved requiring manufacturers of towable RVs under 26,000 pounds to come with tire pressure monitoring systems, or TPMS, beginning with each manufacturer's 2028 model year. The board approved the measure on March 10th, and it will take effect during the 2027 calendar year when manufacturers start producing their 2028 model year towables. A big impediment to RV camping for many, at least in the next month or two, is the worldwide surge in fuel prices. The cost of a gallon of unleaded gasoline in the United States is $4.22 at the time of this filming, and diesel is even pricier at $5.64 per gallon. Those prices represent an increase of 87 cents and $2 per gallon, respectively, over this same time last year. This surge comes at the start of the traditionally higher demand summer period for fuel, with more drivers taking to the road during warmer weather. AAA notes that despite a White House announcement releasing 172 million barrels of oil from the U.S. Strategic Petroleum Reserve, prices have continued to climb. Regional prices vary, with the highest pump prices noted at the Pacific Coast states and Hawaii, with the lowest prices recorded in the American heartland. But diesel drivers may be catching a break of another type. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency recently announced that it is removing its requirement for diesel exhaust fluid or DEF sensors in diesel-powered vehicles. The agency said that it's making the move to address what it sees as widespread DEF system-related failures and associated operational disruptions. The action directs manufacturers to eliminate traditional DEF quality sensors and replace them with alternative monitoring solutions that don't place vehicles in a derate or limp mode. While the move is aimed at truckers and farmers, RVers operating diesel power units will benefit from the change too. If you're looking to buy an RV show is one of the best places to see a wide selection of what's available in a single location. Upcoming RV shows across North America include Overland Expo West 2026, running from May 15th to the 17th in Flagstaff, Arizona. Escapee's 64th Escapade, set for June 14th to 19th in Freiburg, Maine. Tampa Bay's Summer RV Show, scheduled for June 18th to 21st in Tampa, Florida. And the Overland Expo Pacific Northwest 2026, set to take place in Redmond, Oregon, June 26th to the 28th. For those waiting for the biggest RV show of them all, America's largest RV show will descend upon Hershey, Pennsylvania, September 16th through 20th. And now, on to America's national parks. There may have been a little more elbow room across the national park system last year. The National Park Service announced that recreation visits across the national park system in 2025 topped 323 million, signaling continued demand for our national parks, despite a 43-day partial government shutdown. Even though that represents a slight 0.7% decrease in visitation from the record of nearly 332 million set in 2024, 26 parks still set visitation records last year. It should come as no surprise that the three busiest national park units are Great Smoky Mountains National Park, Yellowstone, and Zion. Meanwhile, National Park Week is moving this year. In celebration of the National Park Service's 110th anniversary and America's 250th birthday, the event will shift from April this year to take place August 22nd through 30th. The annual fee-free entrance day will take place on August 25th, the very birthday of the National Park Service 110 years ago. National Park Week's theme in 2026 will be Celebrate America's Story. There will be hundreds of programs, family events, and patriotic activities across national parks nationwide. And 1 year after the devastating Dragon Bravo fire, the Grand Canyon's North Rim will reopen to visitors on May 15th, restoring access to scenic drives, viewpoints, portions of the park's trail system, and some backcountry services on the quieter side of the Grand Canyon. This is a much broader opening than was originally anticipated, when park officials said they will open what we can, when we can, where we can. Overnight lodging inside the park on the North Rim will not be available in 2026, as the Dragon Bravo fire completely leveled the historic Grand Canyon Lodge. And fireworks will return to Mount Rushmore for Independence Day this year, following a 5-year absence. The July 3rd program will include a full calendar of events to celebrate the Independence Day holiday. Tickets have already been distributed, following a lottery system that took place earlier this month. In other RV camping news, a detailed analysis of the 2025 outdoor hospitality industry, conducted by campground booking service RoverPass, found that although campground bookings in number actually decreased slightly for the first time last year, revenue generated by their system actually hit an all-time high. The study's authors noted that people started to camp differently in 2025. They spent more deliberately, stayed longer, and chose higher quality experiences. The report also noted an 82% collapse in walk-in bookings, an increase in pre-planned reservations, and a record low cancellation rate. Folks who consigned their used RV for sale at Carson Pass RV in Lockeford, California, should probably stop by to check on it. And purchasers should probably check their paperwork. San Joaquin County Sheriff's deputies believe that as many as 40 RVs were sold without informing the owners or completing the DMV paperwork. Investigators have identified up to 80 potential victims thus far, both sellers and purchasers, and the Sheriff's Department expects that number to grow. They've brought in the FBI to help. Service bays at 76 Love's travel stops that include Love's RV stops will now offer RV tires and batteries. Love says that the arrangement is through a partnership with Lion's Head Tire and Wheel and Interstate Batteries. The company currently operates 129 RV stops nationwide, featuring amenities including Wi-Fi, RV hookups, and dump stations. Some sites also include sports courts, fire pits, and grills. Finally, B&W Trailer Hitches has expanded its product line by acquiring Outdoor Locks, a manufacturer of high-security trailer coupler locks. The move reflects B&W's long-term strategy to expand its product line beyond its traditional products for towing customers. Outdoor Locks will continue operating under its existing brand in the near term, with longer-term plans to integrate into the B&W brand. So, what did you think of this new format? Would you like to see one of these news roundups approximately once a month? If you liked it, please be sure to give us a huge thumbs up down below and use the comments section down below to give us your feedback, whether you loved it or you hated it. If you are not yet a Grand Adventurer, there is no better time than right now for you to go smash that little subscribe button and ring that notification bell, because we premiere new RV-centric outdoor adventure videos each and every Wednesday. We'd be honored if you share the channel with your friends, family, and on social media. So until next Wednesday, Please remember, life is nothing but a grand adventure. We'll see you then.